Hello Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to be watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. Okay? Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is some High Priestess energy. Lovely. I think that's going to make for a very intense reading, a very connected type of energy for you going on right now. We're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. And as I do this, I'd also like to say that if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. Okay. Continuing here with the Path of the Serpent. Okay, it looks like we're going to be overcoming a lot. It looks like there is some challenge in our life right now, but I think we're going to be getting through that. I think that's finally clearing. We're going to do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. And this is the card that we're not going to look at until the very end. We're going to leave it right over here. Maybe put the frog on top of it. And we'll see at the end if that can tie everything together or, give us the confirmation that we need. All right. So looking around here, we have major. Got some challenging air, got some challenging water, but we have some really good fire and some really good earth. And then we've got this court card. So let me first start with the Priestess energy. This is the moon, the highest aspects of the moon that reflects your kind of highest aspirations, right? Your highest goals, your highest good, your ideals. The highest, the most connected, the most authentic, the deepest connection that you have with God, Goddess, Deity, with Spirit, with your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. I think that you are opening yourself up to receive this divine influence, right? This spiritual message. Now, I try not to make my readings too overtly spiritual, right, or mystical. I like to always bring it down to a practical level because the heaven and earth exist in tandem. In fact, I think heaven and earth are one reality, right? They're not two separate realities, though Castaneda may argue. So I feel as if you're opening yourself up to this message. Now, this message, this influence, this guidance that you're seeking, I think you're in a position right now where you really are looking for some guidance through a situation. I think this situation is about this air energy, to be honest. The 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 7 of Cups, okay, down here at the bottom. These 3 cards are quite challenging, okay? I think you're opening yourself up to receive the guidance that you seek. I think you are doing anything that you can to prepare yourself to receive that message. So if you're someone that prays, you do rituals, you do meditations, you do grounding exercises, you do any kind of dream work or astral, anything that you may use as a technique to prepare yourself and to open yourself up to receive this guidance, okay? I think that's what you're working on now. I think that you are opening up for this guidance. Now, this guidance, I feel like, is taking the form of an air sign person. I think the message will come through a communication with this particular person. Now, I don't know if this is someone that you already know. I don't believe that it is. This could be a complete stranger, it could be an acquaintance, it could be just a random person at work or in the street, at the supermarket. This could be someone over the internet, it could be an article that you read, it could be a website that you stumble upon, it could be a messenger that comes to you in in a dream or a vision or a meditation or an astral work, right? The air quality about them, now if it is someone that you know, then you may know their astrological signs, right? But the air aspect here is talking about the clarity that you'll be achieving, the insight that you'll be gaining that gets us through this air energy, the 8 and 9 of swords, because this stuff is really challenging, like I said. So the message is going to provide for you the opportunity to gain clarity, to gain an objective viewpoint, to really pull yourself out of this tangle of air, all of this smog, all of this dense kind of foggy, cloudy atmosphere that we have down here. You're going to rise above that, and you're going to see that from a different perspective. So this is the clarity that you need. This is the perspective that you need. And I think it is being, the opportunity is being provided to you through another consciousness, another intelligence. Okay, could be a literal person that you know, someone maybe that you don't know that you run into. It could be something a little bit more abstract, like the author of a website or a blog or an article or something. Okay, it could be even more mystical than that and be an entity or a spirit in an intelligence in a meditation or a ritual or some sort of internal practice, right? But the key thing here is that the clarity is coming for you. You will be gaining this perspective that we need, because what we have now in the recent past, this 9 of swords, this is a pretty ugly situation. I think you are coming out of, or have recently come out of, maybe in the last 9 weeks, a very kind of toxic relationship with someone. It doesn't have to be sexual or romantic. It could be a professional relationship, a family relationship. It was quite damaging in some ways, right? I feel like you were maybe severely gaslighted. You were maybe quite harshly put down, manipulated and insulted, really. I feel like it was just a very not nice situation, okay? And I don't want to get too deep into the details there, because I think this is going to obviously take different forms for everyone watching this, okay? But this is that past situation with a particular person. I don't know anything about this person. But I do know that this is a situation that you're getting out of, okay? And it could be that you need this clarity in order to kind of understand how to get out, where to go, what to kind of do. You need some guidance or direction on how to extricate yourself from this 9 of swords. Yet we also have this 8 of swords at the bottom. And this, for me, is indicating that through this situation, through the 9 of swords situation, you may have lost a little bit of your confidence, okay? And it really pains me to say that. But the good news is, on the path of the serpent, we see you getting that confidence back, okay? We see you really taking control and ownership of your life and making choices and making decisions and not putting up with this air nonsense, right? There is a tendency to get too involved in this internal dialogue that we begin to doubt ourselves. It's almost as if the more we talk to ourselves, the more we convince ourselves not to do something, that we are wrong for thinking it, that we're incapable, all of these negative things. And I don't even want to repeat them, It's all of the negative things that we tell ourselves that keep us from making decisions, that keep us from moving forward, that prevent or inhibit action, okay? But I really like that we have this priestess energy and this queen. This is the Queen of Swords, and this is the entity or the experience that is going to bring the literal message from the divine and the guidance that you're seeking, okay? And this, I think, is very important, and this is what we need to really focus on. Preparing ourselves, opening ourselves up to this, and avoiding the interaction that causes us harm, avoiding that negative internal dialogue that is also causing us harm, right? What I see at the top of the path of the dove with the Queen of Pentacles here, this is your ideal. This is what you're hoping for. This is what you're working towards. This is what you're aspiring toward. Autonomy, confidence, a self-sustained kind of independence, right? A self-possession, a maturity, a success that is all your own, a life, an emotional state, a mental state that is stable and secure and strong, right? This is a very strong, very settled person. A lot of roots being set down, a lot of confidence for what they have built. Now you see the figure here is looking out at the path that they have taken, the road that they have taken to get where they are now. So it's not a lamenting of the past. It's not feeling sorry for ourselves for what we've been through. It is appreciating everything that we've gone through, really appreciating the road that we took to get here. Because without all of those experiences, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So this is that state for you that you aspire to have your independence, to have your kind of your self-possession, your success. Okay, and I think this is what you're achieving. Now, in the immediate future, we see a 8 of Wands. This is very quick decisions, quick actions, not a lot of second guessing, not a lot of time with this internal debate, not with the 8 of Swords, with the 8 of Wands. This is giving a voice to our will, our intention, our decisions and actions. Not giving form to all of the self-doubts, all of this kind of complexity of the inner dialogue that's questioning and analyzing and second guessing. We don't need to overthink it. We just need to act. Okay. And this is swift action. This is something that is very quickly enacted, right? Quickly executed. Okay. And that leads us over to the path of the serpent and this kind of toxic waterfall, this acid rain, this 7 of cups that we need to get through. This is the general energy, but this card is talking about triumphing over this toxic situation. Right? It looks like a toxic card. It's kind of there's a lot of decay and toxicity there. It's really just kind of gross, right? But this is a 7, and 7s are all about action, of accomplishing, achieving, overcoming this toxicity, right? This negative, this toxic, harmful water energy, which is the manipulation, the emotional kind of torment and toil, and the gaslighting and the emotional component of this, right? And even with these air cards, there's an emotional component to these as well, because it's causing some negative emotions, or it's stirring up some negative emotions in us about ourselves, really, right? With that the hit that we take to our self-esteem. So we're getting through that. We're triumphing over that. We're seeing through all of this negative self-talk, all of these things that we may have started to believe about ourselves. We realize it's all a bunch of BS, right? We realize that we've been manipulated or gaslit or just put down, and we've been in this state for a little too long, but we're seeing through it now. We're seeing the situation for what it is, and that's coming through this priestess and this Queen of Swords clarity, this divine message and this clarity that it provides for us. We're able to see through this toxic situation. And what opens up, once we see really the reality of what's going on around us, and we make the decisions to act and to move out of this toxicity, the world or universe really opens up to us. So it's kind of like we were being born again into this universe fresh, right? Just kind of wide-eyed and ready to go. And there are infinite possibilities. The universe card is, and the world card too, you know, in the Rider-Waite and other traditions, it's the same card. This is kind of the big question. This is the cosmic question. Why am I here and what am I supposed to do with it? Right? And now that you're free of this toxicity and you've tapped into this divine kind of clarity, now you can ask these questions. Okay, what am I really supposed to do? Now that I'm not kind of locked up with this negative energy, what do I want to do? What are my options? What are my possibilities? The possibilities are endless. The problem now is kind of narrowing it down, right? Picking something from all of these options. We need to select something. And that's where this Two of Wands comes in. This is a selection of where to put your energies and efforts right now. Where to focus your will. What do you want to do? Right? What things are fulfilling to your soul? What is it that this state kind of represents? This success, this confidence, this self-possession, this kind of self-made independence. Well, what are you going to do to get there? What does that look like? You know, are you a business owner? Are you an artist? Are you, a musician or a writer? Are you, do you do charitable work? What is it that you're putting your effort into? Are you a builder? Are you something with agriculture, horticulture, or there's so many things. There's so many things I can't even think of more examples. The Two of Wands, we have to kind of narrow that down now. You know, now that there's not anyone else in our life, there's this negative influence is gone. Now the responsibility is on you. Now you have to kind of decide what you're doing with your life, right? But that's a good feeling. That's kind of a nice burden to have. Finally, we see the Art or Temperance card. So the Temperance card is at the top of the path of the Serpent, and the Queen of Discs was at the top of the path of the Dove. These two cards are very intimately connected right now. Because I think that the Temperance card is talking about the necessity of this path. You see, remember the road that she took to get there? Not gender specific. The road that you took to get where you are is a very important road. It was a very necessary road. And the Temperance card is saying that all of your trials and tribulations, all of your challenges, all of your struggles, all of the pain and suffering, it was all necessary, because without any of these experiences that you've had, you wouldn't be where you are right now. Okay? So these two cards are kind of saying, look, we need to appreciate the road that we were on. We need to appreciate the path up till now. We need to appreciate everything that got us to where we are right now. Even the negative stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go and forgive people or make amends or welcome them back into your life. No. You have to accept within yourself that you were in those situations, that you did the best that you could, and that you have come through the fire stronger, right? Ready to move forward with the rest of your life. And I think that's what we're doing right now. We're going to take a look at this mystery card. I'm feeling like maybe some water energy should be present here, because we don't see a lot of the good water. We see the getting through the air with a little bit more air. We see that we're coming out of this toxic water, and then we're kind of in the fire, right? We're in the action kind of phase of things. So I almost feel like this should be some water, but I'm getting this feeling like it's going to be kind of a reinforcement of this original court card. I think that it really is. I'm feeling that this is going to be maybe a Knight of Swords, maybe a Prince of Swords. Yeah. It's a Knight of Swords. That's right. Because this clarity that we're receiving. My initial thought was that I was going to take the form of another person. But then I started thinking, well, maybe this is representing the clarity itself and ourselves in this new perspective, right? But now I'm getting this feeling like, no, there is someone in your life, I think, already. They may be a Libra. And their name may start with an S. And I think they're the ones that are kind of a crucial component in this. Not that your success is dependent upon them, not that they are going to save you or rescue you, but I think they have a key piece of information. So if you know a Libra whose name begins with an S, they have an important message for you that is going to help put all of the kind of keys in place to open up you to this High Priestess energy. Okay? I think that's, yeah, I'm getting that S name. I think it's going to be a Libra, or it could be another one of the air signs. Okay, maybe Aquarius, maybe a Gemini. But I kind of have a strong Libra vibe with this person. But I think they're going to be the confirmation that you need, or they're going to offer some sort of synchronicity that's going to unlock a lot of this for you. Okay. And what we're going to do now is do an extended. If you want to stick around for the extended, please click on the link that's right there. Then you can have access to all of the extended readings for all of the zodiac signs. Okay. This was your timeless tarot reading, which means whenever you are watching this, this is when you were meant to find it. Okay. And I want to thank you so much for letting me read for you.